Yesterday morning on my business account, I posted the top results from my runner scanner that morning, which I do quite often. And across all of them, there ended up being over 45% in profits. And that's even including the biggest move being a negative 36% move. Just consistent gains provided to you by this scanner. And as you can see here this morning, this is another ticker directly off of this scanner. And here is the strategy currently in a position. So in today's video, we are going to talk over this scanner, talk over the strategy, and just talk about in general why a strategy like this works so well. The thesis behind this strategy was that strong stocks are the strongest stocks. Stocks that have had big green moves on their daily chart tend to then have the biggest green moves intraday. So what this scanner is doing, if we hop out to the daily, is it's looking for stocks where on the previous day we had heavy green price action with heavy volume. As you obviously see on this chart, which is why it was on the scanner and why the strategy is in it intraday today. This is, of course, a continuation trading strategy, meaning we are buying strength, looking for it to continue being strong. What does that mean for the statistics we look for in our strategy? We are going for a high risk reward here. This strategy trades about a 3-to-1 risk reward. With that is going to come a lower win percentage. That's the seesaw you have to fight between win percentage and risk reward. There's no such thing as a strategy that consistently has high of both, right? You have to find the seesaw balance. And in this strategy, it is towards the risk reward side. And just so you all can see here, the win percentage you must maintain above in order to remain consistently profitable trading a 3-to-1 risk reward strategy is only 25%. And just hey, by the way, I'm super stoked on this, so I'm going to talk about it in this video live. That trade that we've been talking over in real time, now breaking new highs, up 24%, up over $1,000. And as I talk through that live trade up over $1,000, you're probably immediately asking yourself, okay, Trey, what is your exit strategy for that trade? Well, this stock, OKLO, was one of those tickers on our runner scanner that I posted on X yesterday morning. This is the strategy taking a trade on this ticker yesterday. The exit strategy for profit with this trade system is end of day. That's why the risk reward is so high. Once again, what was the initial thesis? Strong stocks tend to be the strongest stocks. Strength tends to continue more than it tends to fail. So we want to take advantage by riding out that full strength. And actually, this ticker has been amazing. Also did it the day before, although didn't quite make it to end of day. We'll talk about this stop in just a second. Then a couple days prior, also ran it from entrance all the way to end of day. This is a stock that on the daily chart has been ridiculously strong, so therefore has continued to remain on this runner's scanner, and the strategy has been crushing. So the stop for this strategy is simply relative strength index, RSI value, closes less than 40. That is our stop loss, but as you can see in this instance, also acts as a trailing stop. We get in this stock right at market open because it's on the scanner. It rips up 25%. Amazing. Then, it sort of fades off later in the day. Then when this RSI value, as you can see from this indicator here next to me, closes below 40, we get stopped out, end up making just above 16% in this trade before the stock rolls over a little bit more. Now, the entry criteria for this strategy is it on the scanner, which we'll go over all of those criteria in detail in just a second. Is it above today's open? That is what this cyan line on the chart represents. Are we dealing with a green daily bar? And is the RSI greater than 50? That's just so we know it's not super close to its stop loss right after we enter. And as you can see, this stock the strategy is in that we're sort of talking about live just continues ripping. Now let's talk about the meat and potatoes of this video, the scanner settings. Why do stocks appear on the scanner? Remember, the overall thesis is that we're looking for strong stocks on the daily chart, assuming that they are likely to have intraday continuation. So we are scanning against the daily chart, and really the meat and bones of this is this percent change indicator here. What this indicator is doing is it is measuring the difference in current bar opening price versus what the bar 14 bars ago opened at. Now, you have to make sure that you set this indicator to open. By default, this indicator performs that calculation off of close. But that doesn't work for us because then, of course, the indicator would always be changing intraday. Stocks would be appearing on the scanner and disappearing off the scanner throughout the day. And that's not helpful to us, right? All of the stocks that appear on the scanner at market open remain on the scanner all day. There's no new stocks added throughout the day, nothing like that. Stocks don't only show up because they're intraday strong. No, they show up because they were very strong yesterday, and we are looking for that continuation today. So anyway, we want this percent change indicator based off of the open to be above 30. The current bar opened 30% above the bar 14 bars ago. So on this ticker, OKLO, as we spoke about being ridiculously strong, this first occurred here at $8.43 on this candle here, and it has remained almost exclusively, other than this little dip, got back above here at around 10.50 the whole time, all the way up now to a move towards $22.50. An insane move. There are two more conditions that must be true in order for the stock to appear on this runner's scanner. The first off is that either yesterday's volume has to be over 5 million or the average volume over the last 14 bars has to be above 5 million. So that wasn't true going into this initial when we got our 30% change cross. But because this big green day put in 15 million shares, it of course then appeared on the scanner here. Then since then, the volume has been high and averaging over 5 million a share. So the stock has remained on the scanner. The second and final condition of this scanner that we're covering in this segment that must be true is that yesterday's high must be above the highest point in the last 10 bars. Was yesterday's candle breaking above recent highs? So let's just remove this line here and take a look. Would have been on the scanner this day as this high is above this. Would have been on the scanner this day as this high is above this. Would not have been on the scanner, would not have been on the scanner, would not have been on the scanner until this candle when we once again break over this local high. Sorry about that, had the wrong drawing on. When we break over this local high, we are back on the scanner. Back on the scanner, back on the scanner. Then during this whole dip here, we aren't going to be on the scanner as we're not breaking recent highs. Then we're back on the scanner here as we break over that recent high, on the scanner, off the scanner, on the scanner, on the scanner. And that means it's on the scanner today, right? As we're taking this value from yesterday. But so far today, this thing looks like it won't be on the scanner tomorrow unless it comes up and breaks this recent high. So back to this sort of real-time trade recovering here within this video. What the scanner is looking for, huge green moves on the previous day bar with heavy volume breaking above recent highs, which is why HOWL was on the scanner at market open today. And once again, why the strategy is in and currently riding this strength. So this is the scanner itself running here. You can see all of the settings of the different study conditions that we just covered. I'm going to show you all one more really cool thing that I do with the results of this scanner. I use a custom coded column in order to sort my scan results by whatever is currently the strongest. The way you do this within Thinkorswim, click on this cog here next to the scan result headers, click on customize, and you are going to create a custom column. You're going to type in custom on one of these scrolls that doesn't contain a lock. You're going to click on the scroll, and I am simply returning the RSI value here, except not the default RSI value. The default RSI value takes the average over the last 14 bars. I'm looking at the RSI with the length of the average set to only 4 bars. I want a much more quicker reacting representation of current strength. Of course, we are running this on the 5-minute data, as that's the time frame we trade this strategy on. And when I go back into my charts and open up this left column, I also have that turned on here. So now as I click through these stocks, you will see whichever stock that, once again, is meeting our local criteria that we covered for the scanner is currently having a pop, right? Which one of these stocks is currently having a decent little strong curl up? This is sort of how throughout the entire day, I can have an idea in real time. As you'll notice, this column updates in real time what stocks are bullish, what stocks are currently moving up. And I just want to make sure, as always, to point out, of course, this strategy does not always win. I always show you guys the losers of my strategy. And as we showed with the back-tested data, this is a roughly 35% win rate strategy. I mean, this chart's pretty ugly. This chart hammers out a handful of losers and is down over $2,000 in the last 180 days. But the purpose of this strategy is that it can connect so huge. And you only need a couple of connections a month or even a year if you're catching these kind to really make this strategy profitable. Of course, ticker DRUG went insane, up something like 1,800% intraday. And the strategy captured all of it for a $64,000 win. If you think this scanner and or strategy could help you make an extra $35 a month, then my website, daytradingstrategies.net, is positive ROI for you, as you get access to easily import the scanner and strategy, as well as over 70 other codes, all for $35 a month. That's less than 50 cents a code. And all you have to do after signing up, navigate to our strategies, click on your Thinkorswim logo, of course, go into whatever code you're looking for, be it the strategy scanner, custom indicator, etc. You can click in and find a huge list of all of them. I will show you a study example. In every single type of code, there is a share link like this. All you're going to do is copy it, hop back over into your Thinkorswim, set up in the top right, open shared item, paste, preview, import. Once you do this, you can come into your studies. If you imported a study, you look up DTS here. If you imported a strategy, you look up DTS here. Or if you inputted a scanner, you look up DTS here. And once again, you get access to all of those codes for just $35 a month. And for taking the time to sit here and listen to my shill, you can even type in discount code Treyding, give yourself a little kicker, get your first month for only $30. It's now like way less than even 50 cents per code for you to import. I do have it set up as a membership, as I am always adding and updating new codes to the website so that you can remain on top of ever-changing market conditions. But as always, you can cancel at any time with just 3 clicks under the My Account tab here. So don't feel like you're locked in. If you just want to sign up, import these codes, and then cancel, that's perfectly fine too. But if you would like to continuously have updated codes, then of course, remain subscribed. Anyway, daytradingstrategies.net, link in the description down below. Click it, sign up, become a better trader today. Our trade that we're in here, covering live in this video, still holding up strong, currently up over $1,300 in a $5,000 position. And that's actually the last thing I want to cover here in this video. So what I do, this is how I trade this strategy. Of course, as always, you decide for yourself how you want to trade it. You need to do your own back testing before you even decide you want to trade it with real money, right? But the way I go about it is I choose 5 stocks off of this scanner. And I am typically choosing those 5 stocks off of what were the 5 that had the biggest move yesterday? What was the largest moves up in the price and in the volume yesterday? Why I liked how going into today. And what I do, I'm willing to put $25,000 into a strategy like this. That is not at all of my portfolio. I like to navigate a percentage of my portfolio into multiple different strategies. For this strategy in my portfolio, $25,000. I pick 5 stocks every day and I put $5,000 into each one. Once again, 35% win rate. You're going to lose most trades you take, but the idea is that you really only need to catch one like this for this strategy to be profitable for the day. All right, y'all, hit like if you learned something, subscribe if you would like to learn more, and of course, check out my website linked in the description down below. With all that being said, I'll catch you all in the next one.